And today I'm going to talk about something that we all went through. The issue stands in the moment that we're speaking and nobody hears us. And you wonder why? Our voice is so powerful. It has the power to start a war or say, I love you. And yet, many people have experienced that when they talk, nobody's listening to them. I'd like to suggest some habits that we should try to avoid, and that will make a powerful change in speech. Firstly is gossiping. Speaking ill of somebody who's not present. And we perfectly know that the person gossiping 5 minutes later will be gossiping about us. If we try to avoid this step, if we try to avoid this habit, we've taken the first step to a powerful change in speech. Next is judging. Judging is an opinion or conclusion that you get without knowing something. It sounds so weird, right? You don't know something and you have a conclusion for it. Judging happens all the time. I've even judged, and I'm so sorry for that to everybody. And judging is so bad. It's literally so bad. It's like a type of bullying. Something that you do to someone else without knowing it. And we don't even try to go and talk to a person and we just judge all the time. If we try to avoid this habit, we've also taken the second step to a powerful change in speech. Next is negativity. Negativity is a tendency to be downbeat, to be disagreeable, to be skeptical. It's a pessimistic attitude to expect the worst. And everybody has experienced it. I want to tell a personal story where I was in the first semester and I was all time being negative about saying I'll take a 9, or I knew perfectly well that I learned and I knew I'm going to take a 10. But I was always thinking that I would motivate myself saying that I'll take a 9 because that would make me learn harder. Another form of negativity is complaining. A reporter said that 75% of people in UK complain about everything, about sports, weather, politics, about food and everything. And sometimes negativity can cause mental problems because you think that you're blocked and there is no way that you can get through it. Next are excuses. We've all met this guy, maybe we've all been this guy, and passing it or blaming someone else for something and not taking responsibilities for our actions. And it's hard to listen to somebody who's being always and who's doing always excuses. We should try to avoid this step, this habit. We take the third step to the powerful change in speech. Next is exaggeration. It demeans our language. Actually, sometimes it takes a turn and transforms into lying. Exaggeration is another version of being dramatic, drama, which we've all known and we've all done. The penultimate is dogmatism. Is there anybody who knows what dogmatism means? And I will explain it. Dogmatism is the confusion of facts with opinions. And people are bombarding you with opinions as if they were facts. It's very dreadful to listen to somebody who's just always being saying that everything that he's saying is true. Well, in fact, is only an opinion. It's something that he thinks. The final thing I want to tell you to avoid is being inconsiderate, not listening to people when they're speaking. And a conversation requires a balance between talking and listening, and somewhere along the way this is lost. These days is just because of technology. We all aren't listening because we start checking the phone. And this can lead to bad communication or to bad relationship, which is even worse, and we don't want it. These are the things we need to avoid, but is there a way to think positive? Yes, of course there is. I'd like to suggest 4 words, 4 cornerstones, very powerful, that join together make the word hail, not the one that falls from the sky, but hail that stands for. H stands for honest, being clear and straight. A stands for authenticity, being yourself. I stands for integrity, to be your word, do what you say. And L stands for love, to wish people well. That would cheer everybody up. Something thing I'd like to suggest also is the voice tone. You should do a very friendly voice tone. That would cheer everybody up, and that would make someone's day. I would like to remind you again that some habits that we should avoid are exaggeration, or being dramatic, or excuses, judging, gossiping, being negative. Be positive, and always remember the word hail, because it helps you every time you are stuck. Thank you.